it'll be impossible to control a super intelligent AI, artificial intelligence, according to what researchers are claiming. We won't even see it coming. This is by David Need, Science Alert. The idea of artificial intelligence overthrowing humankind has been talked about for decades, and in 2021, scientists believe their verdict on whether we would be able to control a high-level computer superintelligence. The answer, almost definitely not. The catch is that controlling a superintelligence far beyond human comprehension would require a simulation of that superintelligence which we can analyze and control. But if we are unable to comprehend it, it's impossible to create such a situation. Rules such as cause no harm to humans cannot be set if we don't understand the kind of scenarios that an AI is going to come up with, suggests the authors of the new paper. Once a computer system is working on a level above the scope of our programmers, we can no longer set its limits. The researchers wrote, a superintelligence poses a fundamentally different problem than those typically studied under the banner of robot ethics. This is because a superintelligence is multifaceted and therefore potentially capable of mobilizing a diversity of resources in order to achieve objectives that are potentially incomprehensible to us humans, let alone controllable. Part of the team's reasoning came from the halting problem put forward by Alan Turing in 1936. The problem centers on knowing whether or not a computer program will reach a conclusion and answer, so it halts, or simply loop forever trying to find one. As Turing proved through some smart math, while we can know that for some specific programs it's logically impossible to find a way that will allow us to know that for every potential program that could ever be written. That brings us back to AI, which is a superintelligent state, could feasibly hold every possible computer program in its memory at once. Any program written to stop AI from harming humans and destroying the world, for example, may reach a conclusion and halt or not. It's mathematically impossible for us to be absolutely sure either way, which means it's not containable. Quote, in effect, this makes the containment algorithm unstable, end quote, said computer scientist Iyad Rahwan from the Max Planck Institute for Human Development in Germany back in 2021. The alternative to teaching AI some ethics and telling it not to destroy the world, something which no algorithm can be absolutely certain of doing, the researcher said, is to limit the capabilities of the superintelligence. It could be cut off from parts of the internet or from certain networks, for example. The study rejected this idea too, suggesting that it would limit the reach of the artificial intelligence. The argument goes that if we're not going to use it to solve problems beyond the scope of humans, then why create it at all? So if we're going to push ahead with artificial intelligence, we might not even know when a superintelligence beyond our control arrives. Such is its incomprehensibility. That means we need to start asking some serious questions about the directions we're going in. Quote, a superintelligent machine that controls the world sounds like science fiction, end quote, said computer scientist Manuel Cebrian from the Max Planck Institute for Human Development, also in 2021. He said, but there are already machines that perform certain important tasks independently without programmers fully understanding how they learned it. The question therefore arises whether this could at some point become uncontrollable and dangerous for humanity, end quote. The research was published in Journal of Artificial Intelligence Research. Earlier version of article published January 2021. This is by David Neild, Science Alert on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.